are 2 speed leads on Raigekki's side, so he's guaranteed to go first here. Bans out the Josephine here instead so that his monkey can look to stun this Vertihal turn 1.
Man, I am a professional Gio hater. That is one of the most annoying things under the sun. And here we go. We're going to stun on the Verd. And the Gio is going to take a turn immediately. Slapping. Ooh. Oh, she missed the opportunity to control the Oliver. And here comes the Light Twin. The Chandra might be on despair as well. Missed the Ciara though.
That is a huge miss on the CRS. That is definitely the monster that he wanted to control with this Oliver. Now he has to make a choice here. Does he use skill 3 or does he just opt for that skill 1 to try and get rid of this immediately on the CR? Goes this come still getting resisted.
Oh, this Ciara is built different, but the Jogan's going to lose the attack bar to the Oliver. Oliver's going to eat that bomb from the Ciara, but the Oliver's going to stay alive for a little bit longer. Oliver getting an additional turn to reset. Maybe the Gio that's about to take a turn.
Yeah, probably has to go over this Gio here. No, opts to go over the CR instead. Just looking to tank this Gio skill 2. This Gio skill 2 probably going on this Water Monkey, trying to stop her moving, but no, just choose to go for the damage on this Demon Stroke and Chandra.
Zez trying to get as many despairs in as possible, but he's the one getting stunned by the Shio. Shio's getting an extra turn for all the attack money he gained, and Sierra's not going to be able to provide the damage even with the additional turn. Raigekki saw the future with that Violent Breath from Ciara.
Yeah, he saw the future there indeed. Chose to reset that instead. Now getting rid of the Vertihal. Vertihal never took a turn in this match. It was fully controlled from the start. Now Oliver's looking to do a lot of damage, and that Ciara's looking dangerous. Though when that drops, I think Raigekki is home free here.
Here comes the Trick of Water, slow debuff once again. Gio did not perform for Zezas and Raigekki. Xiao and Christina is going to be banned on the worst stage of SWC.
And guess who's through the draft? Chao has made it into the game. We'll see. The Raigekki's Chao did make it through once, and it did win the game. So we'll see if he can repeat that performance here once again.
Ciara did not get stunned. Josephine's about to get a turn, and she will take care of this Villaju.
Oh!
But the Villaju is going to get a Violent Proc to get the immunity up, and things are not looking good for Raigekki. But hey, Chao, very good on paper, exactly for this moment.
Yeah, Raigekki definitely has fail-safes here. You know, he has this Lyco rank skill 2. Doesn't go for the monkey. I thought he would go for the monkey, just trying to kill it right away, because both Lyco rank skill 2 and Chao skill 2 would go through that invincibility.
He probably want to get rid of the AoE slow debuff as quickly as possible so that Chao can be a very, very strong late game monster.
Yeah, that is definitely what Raigekki is going for. You know, this Lyco rank is also just ramping up, getting that speed from the passive. But now the Ashore getting that heal off, and Chandra is looking quite helpless. First hit defense break, that's a lot of damage coming on the Lyco rank.
But unfortunately, he's not going to go down that easily. We've got a shield for the Josephine right there, and Chao's about to get another turn.
Yeah, I know, it's all eyes on this Chao pretty much at this point. All roads lead to Chao. Can Chao maybe get a Violent Proc here to get rid of this Chandra?
Unfortunately, it's not going to be that easy, and Chandra is still rather healthy right now. Lai Huarang's about to get another turn, but no! Lai Huarang is not going to go down just yet. Lai Huarang's going to get another turn to do very good damage on the Chandra, but it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, that elemental advantage passive from the Lai Huarang is doing so much work. It's so tanky with that passive. Shio just glancing from the dance. But Ashore getting another Chandra, still doesn't have heal available. So this Chandra will be going down here, and all eyes are on this Chao, but that resist is huge.
But that is exactly why Chao was drafted. It's for this moment right here where he will stand strong against 3 enemies and still may win the fight.
Absolutely no. Chao was picked as that fail-safe condition here. Here we go. It is 3v1 against the Chao. No pushbacks, no slows. There are still defense breaks present.
Oh, but the crit for the fire unit might be troublesome. Chao looking for a target. Which one is it going to be? Is it going to be the Shio? Is it going to be...
Oh my god!
The Chao doing so much damage, but not enough to bring down the Shio. And Chao is about to go down, but Chao's not going to go down just yet. Chao will not get a turn. This might be GG.
That is GG right there. Just barely. Shiho picking our content. Rakan is banned out.
Rakan, after being buffed by the balance patch, being drafted by the master drafter Raigekki, it's just so dangerous that he just cannot see the light of day.
Yeah, you know, I actually got the pleasure of seeing this Rakan's runes before the games here, and it was quite juicy. You know, now Raigekki maybe exploiting the fact that this Velajul is 100 res and not getting the stun, therefore now Layla could silence it. Can he get the silence? Nothing lands on this Velajul.
This Velajul is resisting every single debuff from the enemy, and the Heigang has no way to stop it. The Jogan is about to take a turn. Zezas might be coming out on top in this draft because Raigekki threw everything at the wall, but nothing stick.
Yeah, there's just not enough follow-up from Raigekki. You know, having those triple AoE buff removers really, and you know, Layla, Shivu, and the Heigang, and that is a 30,000 bomb. Shiho is gone, and Zezas will definitely be taking game 3 here.
Set 3 might be done. There's nothing that Raigekki could do. His follow-up game was just not strong enough to control the Velajul, unfortunately.
Yeah, it really just came down to that, you know, the Heigang is just such a dead pick there. You know, that Rakan ban, there's just not enough follow-up. Layla is so inconsistent, especially into a fire monster like Velajul.
He definitely needs a stronger follow-up that could push back the Velajul to keep it down. But unfortunately, the Velajul stay and the Ciara managed to get a bomb onto the Shiho.
Yeah, Zayzas is now going to be sitting at match point here against Raigeki. Can Zayzas really become? Are the Brazilians undefeatable in Brazil?
Another bomb onto the Layla. GG. Heigang immunity, that might be very bad for Raigeki.
I don't really like Raigeki's position here, to be completely honest. Zayzas has the Heigang Village combination, which is extremely strong here. I think that's going to counter most of everything that Raigeki can put out here.
Oh, one bomb onto the Misty, but we have the Vanessa revives. The Misty's not going to be out of the game just yet, but that's going to allow Ricky to seal away the Ciara and buy some time for the Misty to grow stronger.
Yeah, definitely. Also getting the booster. Big questionable use of the skill 3 as Villager had not buffed immunity yet, and also Heigang getting his full value with that skill 2 strip.
Misty is going to get a turn right there, but without defense now, without slow debuff, I'm not sure if Misty's going to be very good in this position. Meanwhile, Villager's being very, very tanky at the moment, but maybe with this immunity, it's impossible for the Monkey to stun, and there's going to be no shield from the Josephine.
Yeah, Villager getting the Violent Proc. That is a lot of damage on the Misty. Nearly drops. With this defense breaks in on top of Josephine and definitely finishes Misty off. But actually it doesn't. Misty still standing strong. Ciara is about to come back from the scroll strong.
This might be a perfect bait coming from Raigeki, allowing Misty to get attack buff to one-shot the Villager or the Ciara.
Definitely going to be switching focus. That is so much damage. That is insane damage coming out of the Misty. Villager has to get a proc here. It doesn't proc.
This is actually looking really bad for Zayzas there. That Misty surviving. The Vanessa taking away the Ciara. Misty still standing strong. Misty is doing so much damage. Raigeki is not done with this game just yet. Attack buff and Raigeki is going to bring it to game 5.
My God. Blocked. You can actually keep those debuffs on her. That is somewhat of a counter there. But yeah, Zayzas running the draft with this Masha that is getting banned out, and Zayzas does not like that cleanse block coming out of Layla. Guys, we are getting into the final game of America's Cup 2025. Who will be taking the championship?
Every proc is going to be so noisy now, Topa. But here we go. We got the Jogan moving after the Shiho to potentially seal away the Ciara. And he's going to do that. He's going to take away the Ciara. But remember, Ciara's full attack bar when she comes out. So that's going to be very scary for Zayzas. And the thing is, without getting attacked, Christina's in a full stack and not going to do big damage yet.
Yeah, this Christina, pretty awkward moving here first, right? It can get the Oblivion, but the damage is not really going to be there. That's actually still quite good damage. Also does have the protection of the hug there, so might be able to, not get targeted here and survive to another skill 3.
And unfortunately, the Oblivion's only one turn, so the Lighthearted is going to shake that off pretty much immediately. And the Shio is being controlled by the... Oh, that is perfect turn for the Josephine, getting another chance to move, doing so much damage to the Jogan right there. Things are not looking good for Zayzas. And remember, Ciara's about to come out, and that Shio has a bomb waiting for him.
Yeah, the Ciara is going to come out with the full attack bar and the bomb ready to go. I think that might be the end of this Christina here. And the Jogan does cut in front, does not get the pushback. Will the bomb land? Does he go with Christina? Goes to the Monkey, plays it safe.
And he can easily detonate as well, but he chooses not to do so, trying to get a bit of attack bar by hitting the Chandra. Chandra's about to get a bit more damage from the Lighthearted rank, and the Vanessa going to get a very... Oh, wait a minute! The Jogan is not going to go down just yet because of the Chandra Violent proc, but there is still going to be a strip coming out from the Vanessa here, and who's it going to be on? It's probably going to be on the Jogan. So Raiki went for the efficient play, but unfortunately, that led to this Jogan staying alive. But no! He's going to not seal the Vanessa.
That is just huge misplay coming out of Raigeki, letting that Jogan get the defend out and again. But now, the Vanessa passive has been expended. The Josephine is not going down yet. Can Josephine kill this Jogan? He can strip with the first hit and kill with the second hit. He's going for it. He gets resisted again.
Oh, but the Ciara's about to get a turn here. Can Ciara get a Violent Proc to get another bomb out? This might change the game.
Oh my God!
Ciara's gonna
the bomb lands.
It's going to land on the Christina, and Christina's going to go down. And no, Chandra alone might not be enough for Zayzas. Raigeki
the skill 2 is going to take out the Jogan.
He's going to win the final. Zayzas, Chandra left, but that's not going to be enough.
Taking the headset off. He knows it. It's over. Raigeki is our America's Cup 2025 champion.
Raigeki again in 2025 is your America's